In a small, quiet town in the US, there lived a young man named Jake. He was 22 years old and had just finished college. He had big dreams, a kind heart, and a strong will. But life wasn't easy. Jake couldn't find a job, no matter how hard he tried. Every day, he sent out resumes and went to interviews, but nobody called him back. To survive, he took small jobs, delivering groceries, helping neighbors, and doing anything honest to earn a few dollars. He lived alone in a small, run-down apartment. His rent was late, his fridge was almost empty, and his shoes had holes in them. But even when life got hard, Jake stayed hopeful. He always believed that good things come to good people. One cold and rainy afternoon, Jake was walking home after a long day of work. The wind was strong and the rain soaked his jacket. As he passed a small cafe, something on the wet sidewalk caught his eye, a brown leather wallet. He picked it up and walked under the cafe awning to stay dry. Inside the wallet was $300 in cash, a driver's license, and a few credit cards. The ID said the wallet belonged to a man named Mr. Williams. Jake stared at the money. His hands were cold. His stomach growled. That cash could pay his rent, buy food, and fix his shoes. For a moment, he stood there torn between need and honesty. He looked around. No one saw him. But then he heard a voice in his heart, his mom's voice. Doing the right thing is never wrong. His eyes welled up. He missed her. She had passed away 2 years ago, but her words still guided him. So Jake wiped the wallet dry and walked into the cafe. It was warm inside. The smell of fresh coffee and pie filled the air. A waitress behind the counter smiled at him. "Hi, can I help you?" Jake walked up and said softly, "Do you know this man?" He held up the ID. The waitress leaned in and looked. "Oh, that's Mr. Williams. He comes in here every morning. He's such a kind old man." Jake nodded. "I found his wallet outside. Can you please return it to him?" The waitress looked at him with surprise. "You're returning it? With all the money still inside?" Jake smiled a little. "It's not mine. I just hope he gets it back." The waitress's eyes softened. "You're a good person. Thank you." Jake handed her the wallet. "Please don't tell him my name. Just tell him someone wanted to help," she nodded. "I will." Jake turned and left. The rain still poured, but this time it didn't feel as heavy. His heart was warm. He didn't have money, but he had peace, and that felt priceless. The next morning, Mr. Williams came to the cafe like he always did. The waitress walked over and gave him the wallet. He looked inside, shocked. Everything was still there, cash, cards, everything. "Who returned this?" he asked. "A young man," she said. He didn't want to be named. Mr. Williams sat quietly for a moment, holding the wallet in his hands. "I wish I could thank him." Meanwhile, Jake kept working hard. Each day, he woke up hoping for better. 1 week later, he received a phone call. A company wanted to interview him. His hands trembled. This could be the chance he had been waiting for. He didn't own a nice shirt, so he borrowed one from his friend. He cleaned his shoes as best as he could and walked nervously to the office. When he walked into the interview room, his heart skipped a beat. Sitting at the desk was none other than Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams looked up and studied Jake's face. "You look familiar," he said. Jake took a deep breath. "I found your wallet last week, outside the cafe." Mr. Williams stood up, eyes wide in recognition. He walked over, shook Jake's hand firmly, and said, "You're the one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Most people would have kept the money, but you didn't. That tells me who you are." Jake looked down, a bit embarrassed. "I just did what I thought was right." Mr. Williams smiled. "That's exactly the kind of person I want in my company. The job is yours, if you still want it." Jake's eyes filled with tears. He nodded, almost unable to speak. "Yes, I do." That day changed Jake's life. He started the job, worked hard, and grew in the company. He helped others, just like he was helped. Years passed, but he never forgot that small moment when he chose to do the right thing, even when no one was watching. One evening, Jake was walking through a park. He saw a little boy running and dropping a $10 bill behind him. Jake picked it up and ran after the child. "Hey, buddy, you dropped this." The boy's mother saw it and smiled warmly. "Thank you so much," she said. Jake smiled back. Just doing the right thing. Moral of the story, being honest and kind may not quick rewards, but in the end, life always gives back to those who do the right thing.